golden record, and we had a chapter about that. All NASA wanted to show on the golden record was the good side of humanity. So all of the images and everything was kind of it was all very positive. They didn't want to show any images of famine or war or disease or anything like that. And so we did have a chapter on that. What was kind of ironic was that the Secretary General of the United Nations at the time of the Voyager launch was a guy called Kurt Waldheim, and he gave this big kind of speech that led off the golden record. And it was some years later that he was, it was found out that he was actually a Nazi general during the Second World War and was kind of responsible for a number of atrocities. So one of the contributors says, tells us about that story. And so even though NASA were trying to hide the bad side of humanity, actually the irony was that kind of they led the golden record with kind of a Nazi and someone responsible for some terrible atrocities. So that was a chapter that we for time we had to take out.
For me, it was I probably would have taken a little bit more science, like around, for example, there were some great discoveries when we got to Saturn in terms of what the rings were doing, the science of the rings, what they discovered. So we had a bit more complexity to do with science at each planet. So that is stuff that fell away in the drive to make it shorter and the drive to keep it, although I support this, there was a drive to keep it quite accessible to a general audience, not just to kind of people like myself who might be kind of science geeks.
There was also a chapter, we had quite a big chapter on destroying Earth, and that actually what we're doing to the planet, and a lot of the scientists spoke on that theme. But again, that was getting kind of slightly more political, and so with the advice of our producers, we were told to kind of rein back on that. Although we do kind of touch on it with the pale blue dot, that kind of whole story that's in the film, which is kind of very, I find that really, really emotional when I see this little tiny pixel, that represents kind of all of humanity that's gone before us and all of us here today. But we had a much bigger kind of chapter on that, but we were kind of advised to reduce that. And clearly, having kind of a 3-hour plus cut, the film, the producers wanted us to bring the film down to kind of 2 hours. So, that was something.
It's just part of it.
It was part of the film process.